think you guys can hear me a little bit better with that. 11 by 15-inch watercolor paper. Um, 2/3 is black um, craft paint. This is just regular paper here. And I'm gonna take, if you look down below, I've got glycerin with white paint. That's what's down here. Okay. So it's like the acrylic version of liquid white. Alright. And I'm just gonna rub some of this down here. Of course, it's gonna keep the paint a little bit pliable, a little wet. Alright. And it's just to move the paint around, that's all. A couple of my painting compadres were doing nice little rises, sunsets, and stuff like that. So, okay. Down below here, if you can see it, maybe I should angle that down a little bit more like that. There you go. All right. What you see down here is ultramarine blue, yellow ochre, Grumbacher red, and some craft paint orange. All right. So we'll deal with the ochre first. The reason why I'm using yellow ochre, it's got a little brown in it. So if I um, by choice, if I happen to want to put um, if I wanted to put blue in it, it's got a little brown, so it will it won't interfere too much. Okay, let's go with a little bit of orange. We'll throw some orange in there like that, and we'll put a little bit of that in there too. We'll just wipe it around, something like that. We'll go with red on the top. Why not? Just like that. Just like so. Alright. Okay, I'm going to clean off the brush for 1 second here. Wipe it off real quick. Let's get a little bit of titanium white. I'll just throw a little dab of it right there. How you doing, Kelly? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can because my voice does not project too much. We'll throw some of that white up in there like that. Just brighten it up a little bit in certain spots, just like that. Okay. Maybe a little bit up in here, but maybe down below, right up in here like that. All right. All right. Like I say, I have glycerin mixed in with the white paint. We'll just take it, we'll go a little different today. We'll just back and forth like this. Just back and forth. If I can get that long string out of there. Back and forth like so. What's with the long hair? There it is. What is with you? Good night. Get out of there. Cover up that end there. We'll bring some of that, swoop it down a little bit, and then we'll do a little bit of this. All right. Let's get a little bit of white on the corner of the brush, and we'll just kind of tap in some lovely little streaky clouds in there like this. Just tap it in. Have it disappear on the top this time, like that. All right. So we'll go in reverse. We'll tap in some clouds. We have the bulk of the cloud, the sunlight on the bottom, and we'll fade out the rest. Okay. We'll do one more down in here like that. So we'll get it kind of in this vein. Have it running in there like that. All right. Just cleaning off the brush real quick. Flat 2-inch brush. Alright. Alright. We'll take the same brush here and we'll just kind of spin those tops and fade them right out. It's like that. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing. Actually, this is too big. Let's get something slightly smaller and do the same thing with it. There we go. And just fade it out. The mop brush here is nothing but a makeup brush. It's I'm just fading out the tops here. It's just a makeup brush. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm just fading out the top here. Hopefully my hand's not too far in the way. I'm gonna just dab into the white a little bit more, so I can kind of brighten the bottoms out a little bit. It's like that, and I'll just fade out the rest here. So I kind of want a bright cloud bottom. We'll fade out from the top. Okay, I'm just wiping off the excess real quick on my towel here. I just want these guys to kind of stand out a little bit more. And we can, like say, we can bulk these out, fade it out, but without destroying all the sunset color. And we'll just give it a series of X strokes, fade it right out. Remember, up top here is it's get my bearings here. It's glycerin and white paint mixed. Okay, that's basically what it is. And I'll just keep stirring it around. Just like that. I want it a little stronger here. Just brighten it up. Just like that. And we'll fade out the rest. Crisscross, just fade all that out. The more you cross, like so, the more it fades out. There we go. Alright, I think something like that will do. How you doing, Vera? No, I don't have long hair. I haven't I haven't had long hair since I was a little kid. I looked like a little Nigerian girl. I had such a big afro. Alright. Let's get a filbert. I'll put it down here. Alright. Let's get some more titanium white, considering I use so much of it. I'm gonna put a little more activity in those clouds. The sky is going to be relatively simple. I just use only the slightest bit of white. Okay, and like I say, I'll just want to kind of give a little more oomph to these clouds here, just like that. Still heavy on the bottom, but lighter on the top. Okay, and I want to go, like I said, well, as I previously said, heavier on the bottom, lighter on the top. All right. Now forgive the glareness of the light on the side there, so you're gonna miss probably a lot of the detail because of that glare. It's just one blotch right now, unless I can angle that a certain way. There you go. You might be able to see it a little better. But I really want to emphasize a very lit, bottom lit clouds. Okay, I'm just wiping off the paint from the brush, and I'll just blend in the rest. It's just a series of taps. It just blends right into the orange color. Alright. As long as you keep them going in the same direction, okay, you should be okay. Just like that. Once you get what you like and you're satisfied with it, move on. Like I say, I want to emphasize the bottoms of the cloud. We have this one come straight up. It's all good. Wiping off the paint, and you just scrumble in the rest. Just like that. I'm going to continue this line straight down here. Just like that. And we'll continue it on. Matter of fact, we'll bring this fella right down to the horizon line. Why not? And make it pretty bright. Bring it closer. The brighter and the bigger, the closer it appear. Okay. Just like that. Smooth it out a little bit, and we're going to fade out the rest. We'll scatter this one a little bit, like that. And we'll put another bright spot right in there. And we'll kind of bulk him out a little bit. Kind of give him a little steroids there. Just like that. And we'll have him trail right past there. And get the rest of the paint off the brush like that. And we'll just pat the rest right into the color. Keep on patting away. Just like that. I don't need to add any color into the series of clouds because we're going to discuss water more or less than anything else. Okay. If I want just to be kind of cute, I'll go into my red. I'll put it right here and get a little bit of white, just like that. Okay. And we'll play around with some red stuff right up in here, just like that. Just tease it, just the same way you did the other clouds. I'll add a little more white. Still want to accentuate, even though it's a different color, we'll accentuate the red guys also. We'll bring them on down here a little bit. Play around like that. I'll lighten it up as I go along. And we'll give them a little something there. Just tapping in some red. Just like that. We'll put some of that red up in there too. Just like so. Remember, when it sets, when it dries a little bit flat. Okay. Let's get some pure red here. This red isn't really too bad. I'll just tap in some. Now my tablet's acting a little funny right now. And if it is, I'll have to just refresh the tablet. I can still see a little bit of your comments. Dipping back in my titanium white so I can just liven up these guys here. It's picking up the red. Just wiping it off, getting some more titanium white, and I'll just keep tapping around in here. Wiping it off on my towel, and I'll lightly pat in the rest here. Still keeping a lit area on the bottom, let the top kind of do its own thing and disappear and whatnot. And we'll give it a little bit of love here too, just like that. Come scooping around there, and just let the rest do what it do, just like that. Okay. All right. Okay, that's cool. I'll let that be. I'm gonna, because I know that my tablet acted a little funny. I'm getting out of YouTube on my tablet, and I'm gonna bring it back up again because the last time it happened, you guys were talking to me and I just didn't see it. I'm just putting it a little dark just to separate it a little bit. There we go. So So these are just little playful details and such. Just to put them in there a little bit. I'll just scrumble some of that color in there like that. You can have fun and do this all day. But since we don't have all day, I won't do so much of it. Just like that. Put it in there. Just like that. I think I know why. I might have to get my phone and do it from the phone and omit the tablet. So that means I might have to get up for a second. If YouTube don't seem to want to come on, go to my channel there. Okay. So if you did say anything, I'll catch it. Okay, Angela. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Hey, Billy, I see you. What's going on? Alright, I see Ashley. Hello. I was just discussing since all you guys are doing these pretty sunsets and stuff, you're not gonna leave me out in the dust. So I guess I'll do one real quick here. I'm gonna mess with the cloud over there on the right side, upper right, right up in here. I'll put a nice little something right up in here, and then I'll just pat it away, just like that. I'll have it come right off the page there, and it's just a series of tabs. I'll turn the brush over. I got a little more extra paint there, playing around, just like that, and I'll scrumble the rest in. Just like that. I'll stop messing with it. Like I said, I'll cover this whole thing full of clouds. No big mop brush today. Just me tapping in some clouds here. Okay. I think that should be enough. I'm looking at it. Maybe not. I see something. Maybe I'll do it with a little bit of orange. A little orange, a little white this time. A little more white. Down below here. Oh, we'll play with something right around in here, just like that, right up here in the corner, and have it kind of come in that way. Get some titanium white, and we'll bulk this up right down here like that, and then we'll play around. We'll kind of poke it down there. Okay, I'm just wiping the rest of the paint off. I'll just pat all of this away. Just like that. Taking some of the paint off. I'm gonna rinse off my brush real quick. Definitely stylized clouds, and it's okay. It's okay. And just tap it on away there. I'm doing it in a way where I don't totally lose the background color. And if you want to claim some of that back, you just take some orange and you pop it in there like this. And it also helps you to block off some of the preceding clouds. I'm just taking the orange off, same technique, just a different color. And I'm going like I'm making the bottom disappear now. And you just reclaim some of your original dark area. That's all. This is all your choice of how you want to manipulate and do your clouds. Okay. What's going on, Yvette? How are you? Underlit clouds today. Just me playing around. I think I might do something with this too. So let me pat. Filbert brush, still a filbert. I'm gonna pat a little white here, and I'll do why not? I'll go typical today. I'll just put it right here. Okay, just like that. Just like this. Little bright spot right there. I'm just scrumbling if some of that orange is going to come through. But I'll do a little something right here, and I'll just fade out the rest. keep doing it until I get the fade I want. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Okay. I'll add a touch of ochre to that. Just a little touch of ochre. Take some off the brush. Pop some ochre in there. It is ochre on the bottom. It's like that. Sprinkle some on there. It's a little water on the brush. I'm taking advantage of it. Just like that. When it dries, you'll still see a little whitish tinge there. Alright, I'm going to take the smallest amount of white, take most of it off the brush, and I'll play around in here like this. Just right in here. I'll go typical today. I'll just make it circular. So there'll be a little spot right there. Right in here, just like that. Okay. Alright, I had to let that dry out. Let it stay by itself. Just like that. Keep it just like that. We'll mess with that a little later on. Alright. Let's peel the tape straight off here. Yeah, pretty much the same thing here. So I just very carefully just peel off the tape. As you see, I'm going downward, never go up. There. Alright, we won't be needing this anymore. Just rinsing off the brush. Alrighty then. Now, up top, this is 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper. I want to see something here. Let's shut this light off there. Yeah, it's a little kind of weird. I'll keep it on because the light, the brightness of light, gives you the funky bleached out glare. All right, so that's what you're seeing right now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna approach the water probably maybe a wee bit differently. We'll see. I'll work on a wave. Someone did ask me about a wave and I don't see them in here. They might have forgot. I'm just scrolling for a second here. I don't have my phone with me, so I can't let them know that I am actually on. Yes I can. Just hold for a second here. Let's get rid of that. So hold on 1 minute. Let me still contact him here on the tablet. Oh, let me spread that back out. Let's keep you going. Just disappear you for a second. Hold on for 1 second here. I can still see you guys on my main monitor. But if it's too slow, I'm gonna have to get the phone here and let's see. It's just I got a lot of stuff using the same bandwidth and I forgot to turn my Roku off. So that's kind of my fault here. Okay, that should be that. You get the message. Very good. Let's get rid of this. Slide you over. Alright, we'll get back to getting here. Okay, now we'll work on the ocean here. I guess I'll do another wave. I'm trying to wait for the other person to come on if they're going to come on. If not, they'll just catch the replay. Alright. Thank you, Vera. Alright, we'll put the wave a little higher this time too. I think I'll go this way. I'll go this way. And I'll just do one of those numbers. Oh, we'll have the wave just dip like that. Something like this. And I think I'll have it just come this way like that. So what happens is that it's gonna bow that way. Alright, remember the arrows here. It's gonna bowl that way. So that means the crest underneath this guy is gonna go. Now, when I do it this way, obviously the eye's somewhere around here, but it won't be such a pronounced one. But it'll be somewhere around in here, and it'll trail off, right? You know, this is the eye right there, right? Cute little eye right there. Okay. Now, what you do for the wave? All right, look at. I'll take this middle arrow. See how it comes around? And you continue it that way. And same thing with this one. That way, and the other one that way. That's the way your underneath your wave is gonna go, in that direction. And all the rest. Now the rest of them, as it's curved like this, all right. As you curve it, they get a little more horizontal as you keep going, like that. If any of that makes, since we're done with the sky, let's push this upward like that, and we'll center it like this, since this is what we're talking about. Okay. So it kind of goes in a loop. All right. If you can understand all of that. Okay. I don't think it's happening here for me. Yes it is. All right. Okay. So that's the way it's gonna go. Alrighty. Now, as far as the colors are concerned, all right. Now I got yellow, ochre, and oranges and reds going on with the sky here. I can somewhat do something similar here for the water, even though I've got this black going on. Or I can go traditional kind of bluish or whatever and put the highlights in there. I might go that route. We'll see um, where all of this takes me here. Let's get another. We'll get the flat brush. We're gonna put some glycerin on this so everything's kind of slick and moving around and all that good stuff. So I'm dipping right here into the glycerin. All right. I don't need too much of this stuff. All right. And we'll go right across. Now you should be able to see it by the shine. All right. You see it? And I guess I'll do this part first. I'll leave the wave alone. We'll do the wave a little bit later. All right. So you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. For those of you who are a little confused about the wave and whatnot. So there you go. All right. So I got the glycerin on there, as you can see. Oh, let's raise it up a little bit so you guys can see all of it here. There. All right. Um, I can use this. The blue is a little transparent, so we'll play around with some of the blue. Now I can get away with ochre and blue because ochre's got a little brown in it, so it won't turn too green on us. But if it turns green here, it really don't matter. It's just gonna mix with the rest of the ocean, right? So I'll pop in a little bit of this blue in here like that, and I'll pop in some of that in here like this, and get some of that right up in here like that. All right. Okay. So we'll let that be for a minute. The glycerin's going to keep that pretty wet for a while, so I'm not really worried about it drying up on me. Oh, I guess I can. Now this red is not too transparent at all. Okay, this is a different type of red, but it will be okay. We'll put some of the red in the center here, like that. It might turn a little bit mauve-ish once I put the white in there, but it's all right. So we'll put it in there like that. Like I say, this is not too transparent, and it's fine for what we're going to do. Okay, I wasn't really intending on doing another ocean piece, but somebody needed a little assistance, so I decided to go ahead. Yellow ochre, we'll put the yellow ochre right in the center. Now, as you can see, this is definitely not transparent, but it's all right. We're going to work with all of this. Okay, put it right up here, right up on the top there, just like so. Now, this is a good example of working with colors on black that is not necessarily transparent. You can still work with it. It's okay. Alright, we'll leave it like that. Alrighty then. Now, we're going to have this work for me. And if you want to try it, it will also work for you. Okay. Now as you can see, I did the little streaky stuff there, right? And we're gonna just play with it, back and forth, back and forth. Keep playing with it, back and forth, like that. I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing, just continuing on this way. Okay, I need something a little more narrow than this big brush to spread that out a little bit. So let me clean off this mop brush. Once I get to the actual details of the water, it kind of goes pretty fast. Alright. No one's talking to me. I'm looking. Let's get a smaller one. Let's go back to this guy. And right up here, where the ochre is, I'll just move it around. Just like that. Just move it around. Move it around. Go over here to the side. Bring some of that blue in a little bit. Bring some of this blue in a little bit. And we'll move it around left and right. Like that. It's okay. Alrighty then. So we did enough of that. Let's put some of these brushes away here. I don't really like too much of a mess going on when I'm doing this. Alright. So let's get to playing around with some of this water back there. Remember which direction is going this way. So let's say if I wanted a baby wave, it's not really cresting, but it's got a little something going on back there, like that. And maybe another one here, and it's going around, going down this way, and maybe another peak, but it's going down that way. We'll do another one. It comes up a little bit, it goes down. This one here, same thing, same direction. All right. I want to take this same little brush. It doesn't have a lot of. It's not like spread out or anything like a fan brush, but that's all right. We'll mess with it. And I'm just destroying the bottom end of it like this, just like this. Make some longer than others. You see the whites picking up the colors. Alright, you see the colors is picking up. It's picking up now. It's picking up some of the red, just like that. Keep going, same direction. Scoop it around across. I'm gonna clean off my brush. I don't want to contaminate. If I go back, I don't want to contaminate with other colors. Alright, so maybe I'll make this one a little longer than the other ones, like that. It keeps picking up the color, just like that. Okay, and I'll come around in here like this. Just like that. Alright, now I'll take a very soft mop brush and we'll just gently left and right, gently fading that right into the black there. Smooth out that bottom. See that? Smooth it right out. Okay, the more you do it, the more to smooth out, just like that. Okay, alright, let's go on the other side here and we'll continue that on. We'll picking up the color that's on the paper here. I almost said canvas, it's not canvas. Just like that. Take my little moppy brush here, smooth it right out. Smooth it out. Got rid of my little top there, but we can bring a little bit of that back. Just like that. Bring some of that back and there, get some highlights going with that. Just like that, and we'll thin it out there. Just like so. Alright. Okay. Let's keep going. Picking up that red. I'm overlapping a little bit. And we'll just kind of fade him out there. Turn the brush over, still got a little bit of white there. Need a little bit more. I'll have the center kind of bright like that. And as I'm doing it, and you see the curves, and it's picking up the color, and we'll just kind of trail it along, play around with it in here. We'll bring some of that right in there like that. Let's get a little more red. We'll tease a little something right in there like that. Boom. And the secret to this is that you're not running into the preceding. You got a little bit of darkness in there, so you're not really running into the preceding wave. Okay, just like that. And we'll add a little something up in here, just a little dot or something right there, and we'll try to carry it along a little bit. I'll use the corner and get some little frothiness going, just like this. Maybe up in here, we'll bring some of that down. The key is going with the curve with this guy. Okay. And you see I'm using a flat brush. I'm not using a fan brush with this. There. Something like that. So I got a little more care with these waves going this time. It's just slowing it down so you guys can kind of somewhat see what's happening here. Just destroy the bottom edge of that line like so. Bring that back like that. The more you do it, the more it's going to flatten that out like this and trail it right on out there. Alright, okay. Cleaning off the brush. Let's get a brush that a little ratty, smaller brush. I'll use this guy. We'll go into the white and we'll pop in some cutesy little things in here like that, and then we'll just travel along a little bit. You would be dipping into your white often because it's going to pick up obviously the color that I laid down. And we're going right on top there, just like that. Get those little gaps in there too, just like that. Oh, let's get a little frothiness on this guy too, just a little bit right in there, and you just kind of trail it on down, just like that, and just trail it away. Like I say, it's picking up that red. Get some more, and just brighten it up a little bit, and we're gonna keep on going down like that. If you want, you can take some of that, get a nice little pocket of color right there. Maybe a little something coming this way, just like that. See that? All right, kind of wakes it up there. I think we're good. We're good. I know we got these guys back here. Now it may have. Well, I think I might have something left. We'll see right here. Yep, it's still picking up color. And I'll lay it down flat when it gets toward this. Well, actually, it's more of a curve. More of a curve here. Get rid of some of that. You see, I can wipe it away with my finger and replace it, so it's no big deal. There, like that. Same thing here. Oh, let's go with a nice little curve right up in there like that. Make him come out a little bit, and then we can play around with the other stuff. It's turning purple, which is fine. The more you paint into it, the more the color is going to pick up. Turn my brush around because I got white on the other one. It's picking up the red, just like that, and thin it right out there. And remember, you got your small little baby mop brush. Okay, I'll go this way. You just kind of fluff it out there. Make it go right into that black. Now as you're doing this, you see me doing this, okay, you can always make that, um, I'll do it with this brush. If it's too hazy, like this over here, I still got some black over here on the tray that you guys can't see. Okay, you can always make that return. Go up into your wave like this with the black. See how you can bring that stuff right back. And remember, when the stuff dries, obviously you're not gonna see the color. When it dries flat. Okay, so you can actually bring this stuff back if you choose to. If it's a little too crazy for you, just bring it back. Just like that. Even up in here, I can bring some of that back, get a little separation in there. You're just doing the same thing, you're just going in the opposite direction. That's all. Just like that. I can narrow that down a little bit there. Make some of that disappear. Alright. And I'm looking at it and I'm looking at it. Let's go with these guys back here. So let's put this brush back. Let's go with this very thin brush I have, this guy. Alright. Oh, we need some more titanium white. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna still pick up that ochre. Alright. Like I say, we're gonna make all of that work for us. You'll see what I'm talking about. So pure titanium white now. Small flat brush. I think it's smaller than a 1/2 inch actually. And we're gonna go here, especially where the sun is, right here. And we're gonna play with all of that right in there. Very thin strokes all up in here. Go as horizontal as you can. Just like that. And if you want, you can go in upside down, but a little triangular ways here. It depends on how you want your water. It's picking up the ochre as I'm doing this. I got little white caps going. I'm turning the brush over. Obviously I got more white on the other side of the brush here. Just like that. Now see how that looks like a little wave happening? Maybe if I zoom it in, it won't be so bad. Just zoom it in and go up here. There. So you guys can see a little more detail there. Alright. Hold on. I might have to get my phone. This is really acting up. But I'm going to keep going here. I'm just going to my channel. I'm pulling it back up again. Because I don't know if you guys are talking or not. Discussing anything. Okay. I'll see you. Okay, Yvette. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. We're going to get a nice play with the horizon right now. Right across. Go right across. Right across, just like that. I'm gonna go across here, go right across the sun, go right across, straight across, straight across. Now it's making little gaps and little pockets and stuff, which will appear to be far away waves, so it works for you. Okay, can you guys see a little bit of that? Let's go on the other side here. Like I said, you're getting a lot of glare from the light. If you don't have a steady hand, I understand. Just like that. And we're going to play all in here. Keep going with the yellow ochre here. Just like that. Try to keep it as straight as possible. If you can. Okay. Obviously, the further away you are, the tinier they get. The closer you get, the bigger they are. And I'm just keep playing around in here. Now here's a little blue and it's picking up the blue. Okay. Just like so. Getting some more white. I'm going on the other side. I'll turn the camera toward the other side. Right around in here. and we're going to do essentially the same thing, but it's going to pick up some of that blue. It's got a little bit of that purple in here too, and this is just stuff in the background back here. And you can be, like I say, as detailed as you would like to be. Now, in case it's a little heavy over here, remember I still got some of that black back there, and I can just return some of that dark right back. Little pockets of dark in there. Okay, go a little heavy with my black here so I don't have this stuff turning gray. But you can bring some of that darkness back. Even here in the section that's got the ochre, if you want to bring some of that dark back, go for it. I gotta glance and see if I'm still around. Okay, as long as you guys can see it, that's cool. I'm just bringing some of the dark back there in between some of those spots. Alright, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna do the same thing, bring some of that dark red back like that, here and there, not all over the place, just certain areas. Some of the dark, some of the black is a little stronger than others. Then come in here, bring little triangular spots in there, little dabs here and there, because they're kind of close to the sun. Alright. Okay, enough of that. So let's pull back a little bit. Let's go back up. And we'll go this way. I'll pull the camera back a little bit. There. And we'll continue to go up this way. Alright. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Sweet Stack. How are you, man? No problems. It will be there. So I'm just slowly talking about a wave, how you can get them going and whatnot. Now you see a lot of blotched out areas here, here, here. This is just my camera lights are a little strong, so that's what's doing it. Now I didn't add any color or anything to this. Okay, not yet anyway. But anyway, let's get this going. Let's sketch this out real fast like this, and we're gonna come down like that. All right. I'm just using a little soft white. It'll be buried anyway. We're gonna get the wave come around this way, and yeah, and do one of those numbers. The little eye, it's not much of an eye, but it's around in here somewhere, and it's gonna trail like that. All right. So there's a little piece of a baby eye right there. Okay. Now the arrows you see will be the direction of the wave. That way and that way, come around and that way. That's the direction we're going. And as you do the wave, it curls nearest the bow of the wave, but it starts getting a little slanted like that as you go on. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's get a little bit of color happening in there real fast. So, we'll use this brush, 3/4 inch brush here. All right, go into our glycerin. Once again, it just keeps the paint a little slick and whatnot. And we're gonna just wet this area up here. Smaller brush, so we just wet it up. Don't mind the soapiness of it because obviously it's got a little bit of lotion in there, whatnot, or shampoo, not lotion, shampoo. Shampoo is water-based. It's shampoo mixed in with the glycerin. That's all. Okay, just like that. Nothing special. All right. Let's take the remainder of this blue here. We're gonna put the blue in a little bit on. We're gonna put the blue toward the bottom, like that. All right. It's not the most transparent of blue, but it'll work for right now. So we'll play around with that blue just like that. Okay. Alright. We'll get a little bit of, I guess I'll tease a little bit of this red. This red is not really the most um, transparent of reds. But we'll put the red maybe around in here like that. And maybe a slight touch. It turns like kind of purplish over in that area. That's about it for that. Alright. Maybe we'll surround the rest with a little bit of this blue. We'll do the rest in blue like that. We'll just put it up in there. Even up in here a little bit. It's like that. Alright. So we got a little multicolored thing going on. Alright. That eye will probably be kind of orangish. So we'll do some of that eye. I'm just scraping off the rest of this. It's not gonna matter because once it dries or whatever, I'm gonna just cover it up anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. Alright. Now that we've got that coated with a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, it turned purple in some spots, we're getting some more titanium white here. Okay. We're gonna start off with the bow of the wave, the part of the wave that comes, well, for you guys coming this way. We're gonna start with that. We're gonna get a fan brush. Do with a fan brush here. This fan brush is a little splayed open. It's pretty. It's, no problem. It's whatever. Now remember, I'll start from the center. We're gonna go over and around, over and around, over and around, just like this. All right, and just keep it going in that fashion. Okay, as you see, it's picking up the color. I'll keep going over. It's just gonna pick up that bluish color there that I got happening. Okay. I'll be going back over this, but we're keeping that circular pattern. I'm just repeating it, just getting that little purplish blue happening there. And go right off the page with it. It's okay. Just like that. Just curve it right around. Here, it can go a little deeper. Like this. In the center there. Like that. Alright. My goodness, that glare is strong. Let's put the light way up like that. Let's see if that's a little bit better for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna keep it like that. It's got this weird purpley thing happening. Alright, I'm just getting a little more white. I'm not really taking off anything. Alright, remember that eye is gonna be around there. Now as we're circling around like that, remember we'll do it like this. We'll just color this in for right now. That's going to be a different color. That's just the eye right there. Right here is where the eye is going to be. Okay, and of course you're going to kind of work with that eye like that. But the rest of this stuff, it goes, we'll start it from here and it goes down like that. We'll just keep playing with it. And as you keep doing it, it gets more narrow and narrow and narrow and narrow like that. Okay, so the curves actually start to flatten out a little bit. Okay, so it gets more curved here, and as you keep going, it just flattens out like so. All right, and like I say, this is more like the eye. I'm gonna clean off the fan brush. Get a little bit of the white there, and we're gonna just continue it on like that. It's gonna pick up the blue, or you can go the other way around like that. It's all up to you. Just circle, and you're gonna go circle and go around. So if you're not touching this part, but it goes up, you scoop, and it goes around like that. Okay, same thing here. It comes up and around like that. Get a little bit of that. It's got that little red going on there. Now I'm just picking up the red. Turn the brush over. Now don't worry if it might seem a little much right now, but we can reclaim some of that dark. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm not even worried about all of this in here because we can smooth that out. Remember, if it's a little too rough, you can always smooth it out with a soft brush, just like what I'm doing right now. Smooth it right out. just like that. Smooth some of them streaks out if you would like. See, smooth it out. It's okay. Smooth it right out. Now, when you smooth it out like this, let's bring some of that up in there like that. And bring some of that down. When you smooth it out like this, when you start putting on other strokes, it will appear on top of all of this. Alright, so then you would have some dimension to your wave. Okay. We're going to bring some of that dark back from in here, so don't worry about none of that. And don't worry about this either. It's going to be covered with foam. Okay. Have I ever done anything with stencils? Yeah. Um, yeah, as a matter of fact, you got one of them in your house. The Joker was done, the bricks were done with a stencil, I believe. With the Joker, I think. I think. But yeah, I got like stencils of bricks and whatnot. Um, let's see. Anything else I usually just mask off. I don't really I just mask it off. You know, if I have an animal or whatnot, um, I just draw it and mask it off, or I'll draw it on paper, put some lead behind it, I'll trace it on the board, and then I'll do that. But as far as like a stencil, I got a few here. Like I said, I got the bricks. I might have some alphabets and stuff when I did advertising work, and I'll use stuff like that. So, no problem. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And if you guys can hit the like button if you do like it. Hit the like button. Okay, let's get some going back into my titanium titanium white. I'll start adding like some high point streaks in here like this. Just like that. All right. You don't have to really technically add them all over the place, but you know, see this? Okay. Make it heavier in some spots, a little lighter in others. Just like that. Have some come all the way down. Okay, make it interesting. Just like that. Alright. Let's go over here. And we're going to reverse. Have it come that way, like that. And a couple of them come in that way. Just like so. Make it pretty interesting. Alright. Now remember, I can bring some of that black down from back there. Or blue black. Like take my fan brush, I dipped into a little bit black. It's right down here. I'm getting some of this blue. I'm gonna mix that blue in with the black. A little more blue with the black, just like that. Alright. Down below the tape, and bring some of that back in there. Or you can have it come up a little further. It's up to you. Just like that. Bring some of that mysteriousness back there. See that? See how I can return some of that dark back into there. Just getting a little more of the blue black, especially around here underneath the bow of the wave, all up in here. You can just like that, and you can curve it up in there like this. Getting some more, and I can curl it up under like that, just like that. Alright, so it brings some of that mysteriousness back. When you add a shadow like this, it makes the other stuff pop out. You got me? Alright, same. Oh, let's add some stuff there too. Remember, that's kind of a purplish blue, so we'll add a little bit of some highlights. I'm gonna tap it with a little bit of orange in there, just a little bit, just like that. Okay, and we'll just highlight stuff. Go with the curve, press, go with that curve a little bit, just like that. Just like that. Bring some of that down, especially here in the center there. Bring it down a little bit. And remember, you got a curve there. Alright. At the highest spot, you make it definitely make it white. But I'm just bringing it around, still circling. Okay, some here, just like that. All right, and just leave it. I'm just rinsing off the brush. Let's get some more titanium white. Up to you. I usually use the side of the brush and get some foam going there and keep it going. See this corner of the brush, get the foam happening here, different sizes, whatever, just like that. All right. Oh, let's go for the bottom. All this stuff here on the bottom here, side of the brush, just like that. Put some in there like this. I'm just turning the brush over. It gets a little heavy in here, just like that. Bring some up in here. Come on down. We're gonna add different colors into the foam anyway. Let's get this foam kind of curling up that way. Then we can continue the rest down here, and then we'll bring some of that heavier stuff up around there like that. And we got some coming this way, around the wave itself, just like that. Boom. Turn the brush over. So I got all sorts of odd stuff happening, and just keep it right up around there. We keep this a little higher, right here. Make it go way up there. All right. All right. Over here on the side, you can kind of play around with some of the stuff back there like this, just like that. I'll still use the same brush. I'm gonna corner my brush, a little bit of blue, just a little bit of ultramarine blue, and we'll play around with some shadows and stuff into the colors like that. So you got different depths and dimension inside the curl of the wave. Some of the water's a little darker than others. Get some interesting little pockets going, just here and there. Up in here, down on the bottom a little bit. You're just building and building. Almost like you're doing clouds, but instead of clouds, obviously it's water. All right, a little bit of that dark under here too. Okay, you got all those little shadow happenings and cutesy little stuff going on with this. All right, let it tack up, let it dry a little. Still no questions yet, huh? That's okay, I'll wait. Okay, this is just the that's just the glycerin and water mix. I don't need that. A little bit more titanium white. You'd be surprised how much white you will use up in this. Okay, this fan brush is a little spread apart, the bristles, and it's okay, it's all good. We'll add a nice strong highlight right here. Right in there like that. We'll smooth that guy out, and especially down in here. Not getting rid of all of the orange or anything like that. There. Let's get a little bit of something happening right in here, like that, and a little bit in there, just like so. All right. I'm going to take just a little bit of black, corner of the brush, like a few dots. I'll put it here, and we'll play around with a little more dark in certain spots. Let's get a little bit of blue, mix it in there, and we'll get little pockets of dark in there. Just in certain spots, it's kind of a grayed out a little bit. Up in here, a couple of pockets in here, just a little bit of dark. Because once I go back in with it with the white, but I just want different shades and tones in the foam a little bit more, which is why I'm doing this, especially up under here a little. And you can bring some of that. Let's wet this up a little, just a little touch of water, and just up under here, just a few, and you can bring some of that curve, some of that down like that. a little dark, and bring some of that down, some a little further than others, like that. Add all sorts of body to your wave. Like I said, I'm taking a little more time with this one. Okay, like that. But this guy means trouble. He's not playing. He's just a miserable wave. Getting a little more black because I'm going to reclaim a little bit of this. Just like that. And up in here a little bit. Bring some of that pocket back in there like that. A little bit in there too. Just like that. See, don't be scared to use your finger. Alright, it's not going to bite. There we go. Just like that. A little bit under this guy too. We'll just pat it in there and bring some of that up into this fella. Especially up under the bow, right up in here. It's quite dark. Then we just stroke, bring it up into the wave, all up in here. Especially in that corner. You kind of want it dark. It's just emphasizing that wave, that all that foam, right up in there, just like that. So you gotta make sure the flow's there. Okay. I don't care if you made your wave magenta and green, as long as the flow's there. Okay. All right. Let's take a corner of the brush again. We're getting down to the final leg of this, believe it or not. Take straight titanium white, and see this? It's like almost building up a cloud. If you think of it as a cloud, then you might have an easier go at it. No, but straight titanium white paints a little thick. Alright, and you want to kind of really get that foam thing happening here. You sound like you're messing around a little bit into the darker colors. And I'm just tapping, having a little fun here and there, going different directions. Play around with some of this up in here. Bring the bulk of that here. It's like that. I think you guys can still see it, right? Yeah. Up in here, some of the light was gonna catch up in here like that. Bring some up in front like this. Around here, up here near the tops like that. And you can kind of snake some of that around in here like that. Very violent thing this is. Up around here, I go right off the tape. Just continue your work right off of the tape, if you do tape it. Okay, some up in here, a little in here, some here in the corner here, a little action in the corner. Okay, as I'm looking at it, I'm gonna be really coy about doing the next part here. I get a little bit of black, just a little bit. And this is on the tip of the fan brush, right, where it's you know, the highest. All right, and just a little bit of something in here, kind of shadow some of that foam there, and go up into your wave a little bit. And don't worry if it's too strong. Take your finger, you can gray some of that out. Up in here, just like that. You can gray it out as much as you need to. The tone is still going to be there. Alright, just like that. Clean off the brush, get a stronger bottom down in here. Boom, like that. Come in there like this, especially down in here where a lot of that wave is hidden, like so. Okay, I bet you guys thought I forgot about that little eye there. I did not. Let's get this little teeny tiny fella right here. Like a little eighth of an inch brush. I'll put it right here in the dark. You guys can see it. This little fella. Alright, let's get some of this ochre. Let's get some titanium white. Let's pick a spot over here and get some more titanium white. We're going to build this up here. As you see, I'm getting more titanium white. So I have a little more of the titanium white. Got a little bit of ochre in it. We'll build it up like this. Alright. It's pretty, should be pretty dry here. Let's stumble on some of this nice bright color up in here. We're gonna build and build and build right here, all up in here, right up in here. This little eye right there. We're gonna get it bright as you would like it. Okay, get a little more titanium white. I'll throw some titanium white in there. As bright as you want this to be. All right, and it goes with the flow. It's almost like a dry brush. Go with the flow of your water, just like that. And we're gonna continue that eye straight down here. It gets more and more narrow as it trails along here. Okay, all up around here. All right, and remember that bottom end, just trail it. All right, get it as bright as you need it to get it, and I'm gonna keep working on that. Keep bringing it down right up around here, all up in here. Bring it down, just like that. All right, get a little titanium white here, and we'll really glow this out here. I'm just tapping, and I'll bring some of that down. Get it as bright as you need to get it. Bring it down a little bit. Just like that. Should have a little more titanium white. Put it right in there. Just like that. Just tap, 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 tap. I've never really, I don't remember doing too many of these where it's just clouds and water and nothing else, no island, no nothing, you know. It's been a while. Okay. And like I said, that glare of the light, it's kind of hard for you guys to see a lot of the detail. I'm just cleaning off the brush here. While I got some of this titanium white, I might, on this tiny little brush, I might as well just kind of do a little something up here where the sun is. I'll just brighten up some of these. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let's go up a little bit. Up here. Right where the sun might be the brightest, I'll just tap in some more light colored stuff here, right up in here, all up in here. I'll bring some of that out here like that. Just to brighten up that center a little bit here. Just like that. I'll take a little bit of titanium white, a little bit. I'll tap in a little bit of brightness right in there, just like that. There. Okie dokie. I'm still looking at her here, seeing what I can add. This is just cutesy little final detail stuff here. Something like that. Alright. Okay, I know I got a little bit of black left, so let's add. I got this little tiny brush, so I can get away with it a little bit. We'll add a point right there, boom, and we'll have it come at an angle like that, and we'll just have this play around right up in here like that. Just like that, have it come straight down. Just like so. I'm just getting a little more dark. Just like that. Just make it pretty dark here. Just black. Just like that. So we got something right there. Getting some more black. How about right here? Can you guys see this? No, you cannot. Go back up here. Our attention's back down to the bottom here. And we'll just darken that in like that. So we'll put a couple rocks in there, right in the foreground. Kind of brings the wave back a little bit. Okay, right in there. My black is off camera. See, I don't really use black too much, but for the sake of time, basically the main thing really was the wave. And we'll darken this back up again. Okay, so we got one rock here. It's partly in the water here. All right. Okay. Oh, give a little baby one right here. Put him in an angle like that. And yeah, why not? Why not? Put one right up in here. It's like that. Coming right here in the corner. This is a bigger one like the one on the other side. Just like that. And we'll just let it sit. Okay. Some of the white is a little bit wet, so I'll go a little thicker. And this is a tiny brush, so it's taking a little bit of paint off. But we'll let it sit right there, just like that. Okay. Hold on for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get out of YouTube again, and I'm gonna come back again. So while it's doing all of that, we're gonna do something with this sunlight up here. So we'll let that tag up, but we're gonna go back up here. I'm not gonna use a tiny brush. The tiny brush is gone bye-bye now. Let's get a, oh, we'll do a flat brush. Now me and Ian, we got two different ways of making sun rays. He does have a really cool way of doing it, I must admit. J&J, hello, how are you? My tablet's not picking up everything, so I have to log out and then come back in a few times for it to catch up. So, but if you do watch it, let me do this again, because I don't see nobody back on here again. So let's get out of that. Go back to my live and then let it just do what it's got to do here. There you guys, all right, there you go. Okay, like I said, we're on the final leg of this. What was I gonna do? Oh yes, that's right. Let's put some sun rays in this guy. I'm gonna go, well, first off, I'm gonna go get some more white. A little touch of titanium white here. Alright. And we'll tap it, and we're gonna go right in here. We'll add a little orange to it. Add some water. Just like that. That should do. That should be okay. A little more titanium white. I'm gonna wipe a lot of this off on my brush anyway. You're gonna need to. It's more of a dry brush type of thing. Okay. And when you do it, you start right from where the sun is here. Okay. And you take it and very lightly you go up like that. I'm gonna go past that cloud and I'll go like this. So we got this going, but we're gonna go past the cloud like that. That's one of them. Alright, I want to make them really subtle, real cool. This one here is kind of go that way, but it's gonna come through this cloud and go that way, just like that. I have a pretty steady hand when it comes to this stuff, so, but if you don't, Ian has a way where he does use the tape, and it might benefit you to do it that way. Now, we've got a nice little gap here, okay, and that sun ray is going to come that way. Boom. I'll just keep doing it. Boom, like that. I can brighten them if I would like, but right now, what I'm doing right now, where you can barely see it, is actually perfect for right now. It's actually great. And so we're going to come this way, and we're going to we're gonna not put it right in that one cloud, maybe here, and go straight up, just like that. Okay, and make it as straight as you possibly can. Okay, like I said, these are a little on the orange-ish side, so, and that's cool. And it's a lot of dry brush type stuff I'm doing, so I'd rather do it that way and build up than to make one giant streak and it's a big mess and it's too bright and you have to almost repaint the whole thing just to clear it up. That's just leads to a lot of heartache. So, and I'll do the final one right around in here. I'll just keep building it up. I can see where the streaks are going. Now I'll get a little more extra white. Okay. And this titanium white, I'm adding it right to the orange, but I'm doing it a little at a time. Okay. And once again, we got it. It's right here and a little bit there, but right from here and keep going like that. Boom. We got one right here. Boom. I know right where it is. Okay. Just like that. And see, it's picking up that orange also, so it's not straight blatant white. We got some coming here right from this cloud right this way. Boom. Keep going. The white's coming off slowly. It's breaking while it's doing it. It's kind of what you're looking for. Getting a little more white. Right here from out of this cloud bank very lightly. Coming this way. Obviously I need more white. And I'm going to take my time with this because you really don't want it to be overt. Very lightly, very lightly. It'll get there. Now I see I got that little black line there, but I'm alright with that. I'll just fade that out of there. That line will disappear. Or I can just put a stripe right there. And I'll fade that stripe right out. Just like that. I'll get it right out of there. Like so. And a little one right in here. Just build it up a little at a time. And every stroke that I'm doing is very light. Okay. And it's not really radiating directly from the from that point. It's like coming through the clouds a little bit. And this one here, I give him a little ray or something, a little strong there. It's like that. And we have one slightly upward coming that way. Get a little line happening right about here. A little strong line. And maybe a little something coming that way. Just like that. Alright. Okay. I'm looking at it. Still looking. Still looking at it. I'm going to get just a little bit of white on my brush. Tap in a little bit of this bright right up in here. Just in here like this. Yeah, it takes a little practice to have them radiate out like that. Like that. And get that in there like that. Still taking a little bit of the white. And I'll add, make sure, a little bit of that brightness right down in here a little bit. Just a little. Just like that. Okay. Well, thank you, Vera. I appreciate it. I most certainly do. Still looking at it a little bit here. Okay. Add a little line for this one too. Some of them can have lines on it. Some of them don't have to have lines at all. Okay. Just light little things there. Fade it on out there. Alrighty. Let us tighten up some brightness right up in there. I'm just dry brushing and tapping some more brightness right in there. I'm using the smallest amount of white because once I tap it in there and bring it on down, it's like that. Okay, for one of the last bits here, we're about done. I'm gonna peel back the tape. Let's bring this out a little bit because, like I say, we're almost done. Let me shut this off. We don't need this. You guys can see the whole thing. All right. Forgive, I got postnatal dripping, so my voice gets raspy if I talk for any extended amount of time. So forgive me with that. I'm just putting some of the brushes back. Okay, let's get a thinner brush, smaller guy. I'll use this one's fine. We'll go a little bit into the orange here. A little bit of the orange, a little bit of the red. No, I don't think we're gonna have any more red. So I'll go into the yellow ochre and orange. That should be all right. I'll get a little bit of water. We'll loosen up the paint a little bit. Loosen up the paint a little bit. We'll put one right here. We'll put a little piece of a bird right there. Now, the trick to this, all right, even though they're little V birds, it's okay. Put them into one that's a little darker than the background, but they appear to be flying quite a ways away from this stuff. So it varies on the size of them. You guys might not be able to see it because the camera's a little far away, but they're darker, a little darker than the background, but they're the same color. You follow me? There. I'll put a couple of them out here like this. And some of them are flying pretty, but I'm putting them right there in the clouds where you can spot a few of them in there. Nice little flock of these guys. Just like that. Alright. Now you can put some darker ones in there, they will appear closer. I'll just use the blue. Oh, we'll put a couple of larger, darker ones. They're hanging around a little bit closer there. They're still a ways away, but these guys are darker. They're a little closer. Like that. Make it a little darker and a little larger. Alright, so you got a couple over there on that side. You got one up here too. Darker guy right down in here. Just like that. Alright. Okay, viewer can see them. Alright, let's see here. What the heck. I haven't done one in a minute, so I'm just going into the black for a second here. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys gonna see it. I'm just bulk. He's a bigger guy. We're gonna put him right in there like that. Give him a little head there, a little body. I'll flesh him out a little bit more. And just like that, narrow his wing a little bit. A little triangle there. Bulk out his body a little more. I haven't done one of these in a minute, so I might as well do one now. Why not? Go back into my black. Something like that. Alright. I think I got a little white left in here. Yeah, a little bit. It'll turn a little bit grayish, but that's alright. That's alright. If he turns a little gray. There we go. Put him in there like this. Because as he turns gray, I will go back over him again with white, so he'll stick out. And I'll put the underside of his body in a little bit of blue. But he will look like a bird when I'm done. If this is just simple coloring of light and shade, okay, that's all. The light is actually underneath him, so he has to be a little brighter underneath. So he's being lit from the back or from the bottom, so he's got a little bit of he's got a little bit of glow down there. Just like that down below here. Now I'll take some of this blue with my white mix, put it right in there. And I'll just have them a little bit bluish up above instead. Going into my blue and white mix here. Rinse off my brush. Go back into my black. Oh. And give him a nice little band of little black tip right there. It's got a little tip right there. And maybe a little tip of something right there in the tail a little bit like that. A little triangle part there. You know, even pop an eye on them just like that right there. And since I got a little bit of ochre and white, now let's get the ochre. Let's get a little bit of white, brighten it up a little bit. Where's my titanium? There it is. Brighten it up just a little bit, and give him a little bit of a beak in there, like so. Okay. I'm trying to see if I got any straight titanium white in here. I don't. Well, even though I got this little bit left for the bird, I just can't half do them. I'll just dip a little bit of pure titanium white right from the cap. Oops, alright. Just went on my finger. It's alright. Right here on the top of the bird, right here, a little outline, slight outline up there. It's like that, a little thick outline of this guy right on the top of the bird, just like that. I'm gonna give him a little band around the neck too. Why not? There. Okay. I'm looking still. Oh, a little bit of ochre, a little bit of orange. A little ochre, a little orange, a little orange, a little ochre. Let's put some friends on the other side, just a few. Just a few. We'll put them up around here. We got a couple here. One's like sideways. And then we got a couple this way here, like that. One here. I'll make him a little odd. He's going for a dive there. This guy. Make it a little larger. Give him a little body there. Like that. He's going in all sorts of directions. Alright. You think we're done. Remember, I gotta do the rocks. And then we're out of here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know this is a little longer, but I wanted to take my time with this and really talk about how to do it, in case you're a little intimidated by doing them. Don't be. I know I got a little bit of, yeah, here it is, a little bit of white here. I don't have any blue, so I guess I'll use a little ochre. A little ochre, a little white, just like that. And I'll just tap in some interesting rock patterns here, right down below, just like that. Kind of get up in there like this, come up and around, a little stronger up on top, a little like that. You don't need too much to um, like that. This guy here, now that's really strong, but that's all right. I can correct that. It's like that. That's a little strong. We're gonna do something about that. I think I can just tap in a little bit for this guy right here. Little something there for him. And this fella here, I just use the rest like this. Tap a little bit on the tip of the blade and put something right up on there and a little something there. Now, if I go a little strong, like on this fella here, hashtag don't panic. You get your black and you just return right back to the dark side like that. In case you do get something like that going on. Remember, the stuff dries and you'll never know. Okay. Just like that. Okay, I can bring some of that back too. It's like that. Get rid of some of this. There. Okay. Let's take, some little, I guess I get the tiny fan brush here. Let's get some titanium white. Because, you gotta put some activity in those rocks, right? The water is kind of, there we go, like this. Boom, and it kind of goes up. But it's kind of splashing around this guy. A couple of them right up in here like that. Give a couple of them right up in here like this. Straight titanium white, make it kind of thick so it kind of stands out there a little bit. And it's like that. Have some of it come up here like that. Okay. Just a little couple taps, boom, 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 because and then you can put a couple right here waving around. Same thing with this guy. So this guy, you give it a couple of pushes like this. Okay, have it come over like that. Maybe if this guy right here has got a little bit of action and you just have it come over like that. I think you guys can see some of that happening. All right. Let's take a script lantern and let's call it a day. Once again, I do appreciate it. I don't take you guys for granted. Those that did stay from beginning to end, I do appreciate it. I do have a PayPal link. It's on the lower right hand side. And when this video encodes and whatnot, there'll be a link there too. You donate 50 cents, 50 bucks, it doesn't matter. It all goes into me doing the painting here, getting more materials for the paint. There we go. I'll put it right here on the wave. It's 19. I'll put the 19 there. I'm gonna have to put the 10 somewhere else. I guess I'll put the 10 right here. 10, 19. Alright, let's take the tape off. Let's see what we got. Hey Madonna, how are you? That's alright. Thank you, Vera. And for those of you who are still around, I do appreciate it. Like I said, this might be a little more lengthy because I took a little time discussing how to build the wave. Alright. And peel off the tape here. As you see, I'm going downward with the tape. Don't go up into it, because if you do, if you're doing this on paper, but if you do, you're gonna take some of your painting with it. So go opposite direction. And there we go. All right, yellow ochre, orange, and red, and obviously titanium white, and a third of it was white with glycerin and white added, and the bottom half is just black with glycerin, and the paints that I used weren't even transparent colors. Okay, and if it was too glaring, I bring some of the darkness back by using a little bit of black, sometimes a little bit of blue and black, which is how you get the shadow here. Okay, and because I used very little glycerin down here, a lot of this painting is just about dry. All right, I'm gonna take a toothbrush. Like I say, we're pretty much done here, but I'm gonna take a toothbrush. I'm use the rest of this titanium white here. You guys don't see it because I shut the camera off. I don't know if this is bright enough, but I'll add some little misty things in here, just like that. Little spray on the rocks here a little bit. Spray up in the waves. A little spray up in here, just like that. It'll settle into the painting, and it won't be so out. Won't stand out so glaring. But there you go. That's about it. Little spray for you. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I'm just putting a cap on some things here. Um, Ian probably will more than likely be on Friday if he's not on Thursday, and we'll all go in and check him out. Once again, thank you so very much. I'm just dumping my water here because, like I said, I'm calling it a night, and I do appreciate you guys. I don't take none of it for granted. Just clean off a little bit of my. I'll be cleaning this off once I shut the camera off, but get this thing off of me here. All right, guys, you have a pleasant evening. Take care. God bless. And this will be shown. I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it up on Facebook in a few minutes. Okay. But thank you very much. Peace. God bless. And I shall see you when I see you. Bye bye, guys.